Hi Pisces. I hope you guys are having a good July. So we're going to do things really super intuitive because I feel it. Everything that's happening to you kind of came in like a rush this morning after I did Aquarius reading. I was able to clear my energy enough to do a couple of personal readings, and then your energy was like literally this whoosh, right? And it's the moving on that we talked about in the beginning of July. You're not losing everything. The feeling of Chiron being retrograde back in your sign, wounded, the wounded healer, and all of the retrogrades that are happening right now, and the eclipses. This is reset time. And so the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. I understand the need to hold on to everything because you feel like you're losing all of it all at once. The universe, and you're like, I don't understand. The universe is taking away everything all at once. But that's not really what's happening. It's kind of an illusion. And if you continue to hold on for dear life to the things that you think you're losing completely and totally, it'll backfire on you. Right? The Tower and the Moon. And it's because you don't see what's coming. You can't see that this Tower that's happening right now is actually clearing a path for good fortune. I often have to remind people that we are all born and incarnated into this lifetime in this specific moment in time so that we can be in a world where all of these planetary shifts are happening. And we can work through all of our wounds and our and heal all of those wounds. I mean, I'm like so choked up right now because I feel the disappointment and I feel the lack that you guys have this big sense of lacking in something in your life. And the reason why that's happening is so the good stuff can come in. So I really want you to let it happen. We have the King of Swords. It's really interesting because I'm doing these workshops during eclipse season, and it's all about recognizing the fears that you have within you that are blocking you from moving forward and from living your most authentic life. And eclipses are here to show you what your unwarranted fears are and the things that you are missing out on or you feel like you're losing. Those are actually things that were no longer serving you. Those were things that were very unstable in your life. If there's an air sign that is either being removed from your life in some way, or you've been in the process of moving on from this person, I want to tell you, like, honestly, the feeling that I'm getting is towards the end of July into August, you will see very clearly all of the reasons why this had to happen. And why you have to let go and let the universe take over. because we don't want to. Like when we're afraid to lose everything in our life, we hold on for dear life. And that's when the Tower energy comes in, because now things are unstable and we're not letting it happen. We're not letting it happen, and we're not letting it happen. So be very honest with yourself on what this Tower is. Be very honest with yourself on how moving forward could actually bring good things into your life. Because I do feel like there is a bond, possibly an earth sign. So we have the King of Pentacles and Temperance. There's, well, that wanted to come out. Okay, it will come out then. There's this bond that you've been curious about. Maybe not even curious. You know it's there. You recognize that it's there. But you have to let go of the past and not in regret. I always say to clients and stuff, let go with love. Let go with all of the pure intentions of love. Because releasing in love always brings more love in, right? Don't do it out of anger or regret or sadness or disappointment or hurt from this person who could be a Libra, because we do have Justice and we have the Death card. But there's there's a lot of awareness here that the person who's going to balance you out, either you haven't met them yet, or you know who it is, you just have to clear out portions of your life first before this person can show up. This person will bring balance, maybe a little transition in your life, but something has to end for it to happen. I want to see, I'm going to clarify some things here. I want to see what the five, since these were the first two that came out, the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, what is that for you? What is it that you feel like you have to let go of? Seven of Pentacles. And that's the thing, is I feel like the reason why you're sitting here, and I'm not taking that, that was like was being clumsy. The reason why you feel like you're lacking right now is because you've been waiting for something to come along, something better, something good to come into your life. And the waiting is so exhausting. It's so tiring. So tiring. And the reason why you keep waiting and waiting and waiting is because you don't want to have the uncomfortable feeling of being disappointed in something else. Sorry, my eye is twitching like so badly right now. Doesn't that mean that like I'm lacking in potassium or something? I don't know. It's been doing it for a couple of days. I thought it was sinuses. Five of Wands. The inner conflict that you guys have about holding on to this air sign, and this doesn't have to be in, this could be like in work. Like you could just be holding on to a work experience, but I do feel like there are emotions involved. In fact, I want to see what the Tower energy is, because this internal conflict of waiting and waiting and waiting and holding on to something is bringing this Tower to you. Right? Bringing that Tower to you. And what is the Tower? See? The more you wait for a person or a situation to fix itself, or the more you try and fix it, you fight and fight and fight and fix it, try and fix it over and over and over again, the harder this Tower will fall. And I want you to not be in the Eight of Swords. I don't want you to be in the Moon energy. I want you to see things clearly for what they are. Let's see what the Moon is. You could be dealing with a Scorpio also, or a Sagittarius. What is this moon energy? I feel like this is the fear of the unknown. What's behind the Tower? The fear of the unknown. Right? The fear of the unknown. Nine of Swords and the Three of Wands. I can't see it yet, so I'm afraid of it. Not a fun feeling to have, but do you know how you get past that? You just accept. Accept what it is that you don't know. Accept that the universe is taking care of you and you release it. You consciously make a decision to say, I do not have control over this. Here you go. Here you go, universe. I have no control over it. But it has to be conscious. You can't just sit there and be like, yeah, Betsy, I gave it to the universe. Okay, now I'm waiting still and waiting still. But are you holding on to it and waiting for something to happen? Or are you consciously saying, I want more in life. I want more out of my life. I want more. So, Temperance. Balancing out your heart and your mind. Coming into a place of peace within. What does that mean for you? Because I feel like there's an energy around you, and you could be taking on the King of Pentacles quality. We've talked about how, Pisces is the opposite sign of Virgo, and a lot of times we will take on each other's qualities. I feel very strongly towards you guys. Like, in fact, I'm thankful and grateful that I have learned so much more about the Piscean side of me, which is my opposite side, because my midheaven is in, not my midheaven, my north node is in Virgo, which means my past life, I have a lot of healing happening from my past life, and it's a very Piscean quality. So, right? You could be taking on the Virgo quality or the earth sign quality and trying to get very grounded and very stable. And why? Because you want a new beginning. Like we talked about, you are moving on. You want to move on. The thing is you recognize that you have to let go. You're just trying to figure out how to do it without causing chaos or catastrophe. The thing is, maybe the chaos and catastrophe has to happen. And not in like, let's not get really dramatic here. This doesn't mean that houses are crumbling or lives are falling apart. This means the very nature of you within that's unstable has to be poured out, has to be broken down, has to be refined by the fire. So you can have a new beginning, so you can balance out your heart and your mind. And Justice is karma. Like, what a battle of karma that you have to deal with, right? And we have the Chariot. As you balance yourself out this month, things are going to begin happening really fast in divine timing. Look at the magic behind that Chariot. As you balance yourself out, things will begin to happen. Yes, it'll be in divine timing, but you will begin to feel so much bigger and better. And then you'll recognize that transformation happening. So now we have Aquarius and Cancer in the mix also. So evolution, 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 eclipse, eclipse. All major arcanas are clarifying major arcanas down here. Just thought I'd point that out. We have the Devil. So some of you may be going through the dark night of the soul. What is the dark night of the soul? Well, the dark night of the soul is a refinement of all of those things that you think about yourself that aren't true. Everything where you say, I'm not good enough, nobody loves me, I don't belong anywhere, what the hell do I think I'm doing anyways, why do I think I'm so fantastic? The things that will really break your ego down, and then you can recognize the truth. You are loved. You are worthy. Because people start to show up in your life that tell you that make you feel that. And you begin to believe it yourself without even needing to have somebody else. But looking into your shadow side, what is the shadow side? That's the darkest part of you. The part that you don't show everybody else. The part that maybe tells the little white lies. The part that's not completely honest with yourself. The part that may be too brutally honest with yourself and everybody else. The little idiosyncrasies that make you who you are will start to show and refine themselves. But I don't want you to block it. Because having Neptune still in your sign, and it's direct, it's going forward. Neptune is your planet. Having Chiron back in your sign, in retrograde, which makes it that much more painful. And going through all of the eclipses where things are being removed from your life so that new things can come in, it's time to start believing in yourself. Don't put yourself in a box, Pisces. 9 of Wands, 2 of Swords, Ace of Cups, 4 of Swords, and then Strength. After Strength is the Page of Swords, which is very interesting to me because what I want to say is as you go through and recognize that you don't have to fight anymore, you don't have to fight the battle with this air sign anymore. You don't have to fight that battle, that internal battle anymore with yourself. You can rest, relax, start to think about things a little differently. Fill up your own cup. Because the universe is handing this to you and saying it's time for you to love yourself. It's time to refine all of the parts of Pisces and for you to love yourself. And then you become stronger and that air sign is diminished into something else, into something that's much more insignificant. This is also being very honest about how strong you truly are. I don't see you guys as a victim, and that's not what I'm saying. Because I kind of feel like, for some reason, I have a feeling that somebody's going to be like, why are we always portrayed as the victim? Because that's been said to me before on Pisces videos. I don't see that. You guys are actually one of the strongest signs I've ever seen, if not the strongest sign I've ever seen. I don't see you guys as a victim. What I'm seeing that's happening here is a push-pull. It's a fight to let go of the things that are no longer resonating with you in your life because you are stepping out and everybody has to go through this. It's not just you that's going through this. This is not weakness. This is actually becoming extremely strong. It feels weak. Because we've been programmed to believe that being vulnerable and opening ourselves up to admitting the dark sides of who we are and refining that into gold and being strong, becoming stronger. We've been programmed to believe that it is weak to show your vulnerability. It is weak to cry. It is weak to say, I can't do this. It is weak to lay in bed for a week because you're so tired and exhausted from the refinement of your soul. I totally just went on a rant there. Can you tell that I'm like so tired of societal standards? I'm like tired of it. You guys get it. You understand. This is not weak. This is the fight of your life. And you guys are coming into a point where you're done with the battle, man. You're done with the battle. The tower is falling. The things are being removed. The internal conflict is being refined within you, and it's coming out stronger than ever. And it's happening really fast. And that's the scary part. It's happening so fast that it's scary. But you get to be the empress in the end. Right? Even if you're a man, you can be the empress. That is getting in touch with your feminine side. It's okay. Creativity, newness, feeling wonderful towards the end of July, right? Just do the soul work. You guys are doing great. And I know it hurts. I know it hurts. I really do. I understand the pain behind all of it. But you're doing so well. So just keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. So workshops. I'll be in New York on Friday, this Friday. And I would love to meet every single person I possibly can meet. I believe there's still a few tickets left. If you use the Eventbrite link below and pre-register, you will save $10 because they will be $10 more at the door. So do that. And then next Friday, it will be in Boston. I still have 1 or 2 in-person readings available for New York. And I have like 5 readings available for Boston in person for the weekend that I'll be there. You'll have to go to my website, fearlessintuition.net, to do the in-person readings. Also, I will be in Austin, Texas, on the 17th of August, and I'll be in Atlanta on the 24th of August. People have asked me, when am I coming to the West Coast? I am planning on doing that probably more towards the fall or right before the holidays. We'll see. I'm not really sure. I can't promise anything yet. It's been a really busy summer so far. So I want to meet as many people as I possibly can, but that may have to wait. So we'll see. What else? Oh, I do have email readings available again. They are on my website. There's only a limited number of email readings available. Also, soulmate readings. I've done soulmate readings by sign for July. I will be doing it again in August because it seems like it was a pretty good turnout. Everybody really liked it. So if you're interested in your July soulmate readings, they are available on my website as well. And I think that's it. I love you guys so much. Please, please, please stay strong. This too shall pass. I know that's a really cheesy saying, but you guys can do it. You're so strong. So, love you all. Bye.